What's going on? Corey Dees here, also known as Coach Corey. In this short video, you're going to learn a very valuable information. All right, four steps to a very successful routine, a daily routine for Power Lead System. Really, if you're watching this, you're not in PLS, any online business, any home business, any business. This is a success routine. This is stuff that I've been doing to increase my income and to get better results. So the first thing really we'll touch on really briefly, all right, is the four steps will be reading, like personal development, like training, business development, like that's all one thing. That you got to do marketing, number two. And number three, you got to do phone calls. You got to call people, all right? And then number four, videos. You got to be doing some form of passive long-term residual marketing as well. That's only if you want time freedom, right? If you don't want time freedom, if you don't want a lot of people to make buying decisions while you're not physically present, then don't do passive marketing. Just do active stuff your whole life. But I think most of us want time freedom, so one way or another. So anyway, let's get into the first step. What I do in the morning, I read books. I either read or usually I actually listen to Audible, like Cardone, Grant Cardone, motivation, some motivation training, some sales training, something, right? Depending on if I'm really in a sales mode, I'm trying to crank out a lot of sales, I'll go over that sales training. If I'm needing an extra pick-me-up, I'll listen to some Les Brown. All right, if I'm trying to develop my skills, maybe I'll read a book, right? You know, Tom Hopkins, psycho-cybernetics, mindsets, the visualization, seeing it out there first before you materialize it. This book is going to help you do that, you know? And don't be afraid to take notes and highlight stuff. I've read that book through a lot of time. I mean, there's all kinds of books, right? So we could be here for days, but um, you want to get your training in, your personal development, like first thing in the morning, and then usually if you can do a little bit before bed, so it gets into your unconscious mind and you start to remember what you're consuming, the information, right? So that's step one. Number two is marketing. Now let's take a look at my Twitter. Today I said I want 5 new customers. So far I got 1 new customer. I got another one looking at Lead Lightning, and I got another appointment later. And that started with the intention that I'm looking to get 5 new customers. Don't be afraid to share your goals publicly. Don't be afraid to directly say what you want, what you're trying to accomplish. All right? Like I'm trying to really help people here. I'm not afraid to say, look, I want people to join me, buy from me, right? If you put out the value consistently, you can justify the sales pitches. If you put out value every day like this, quotes, motivation, video content, training, how to, you can always justify asking for the order. In fact, if you're not asking for the sale consistently in almost basically every single day, one way or another, if you're not asking for people to buy, even at just the end of your videos, like call to action, click underneath, go to your website, you're doing something wrong. You're missing the point, right? We're in business, so don't be spammy, right? But don't be so shy that you're not even telling people you're in business. Like you gotta let people know, look, I'm in business here, and treat it like a real business. Work it like a job. Like show up at a time and work until a time to get the results. You got to treat it that way, like an actual business. That's the difference between entrepreneurs and employees, right? So entrepreneurs will work as many hours as it takes, and employees just clock in, they do tasks, and they get guaranteed pay. With entrepreneurship, there's no guarantee. You have to create your work, you have to create your customers, you have to innovate, you have to be creative. So you got to put in time to figure out what is going to work. So anyway, um, content, market every single day. I don't just use Twitter. I use Twitter as my main source, but I also get leads and customers off of Web Talk, right? I'll show you quickly what I post here. I get leads and customers off of Facebook. Use whatever space you can. Use whatever real estate you can to drive traffic right to your offer. Look, I don't get a lot of engagement. I didn't get any engagement on this, but I don't care. I'm getting customers. I'm actually making money, right? 90%, 98% of people in home business don't make money. I'd rather be making money and get no engagement on some post than get 50 likes and not make shit in my business. I mean, that's just my style, right? I'm actually here to to grow a business. So I treat it like a business. So I'm not obsessed with like, what's the engagement, right? I'm out here, I'm selling. I'm getting people involved. I'm helping people with funnels, right? I'm talking about tips and ideas. Sometimes it's hit or miss, right? But anyway, take advantage of Facebook. WebTalk is another platform. This is what I've been posting on WebTalk. Same deal. I'm using the same post across all these different platforms, LinkedIn. So yeah, and here's my email. I just signed up a new gold customer over the phone. Literally just got off the phone a little bit ago. All this traffic you see, all these leads, all these opt-ins, you have a new lead, these are all free traffic. This is all free traffic. None of that is paid ads or solo ads or Facebook ads from paid ads. It's all free traffic. Just so you guys know, it's free traffic. And some of these are going to start to turn into customers here too. You just got to give it a little bit of time. People need time to make a buying decision, and the funnels help them do that, right? So I think, what is that? We're in step 3. The last step is pick up the phone. Like I was saying, you got to use this phone. Use this tool. Pick up the phone, dial, call your leads, call your prospects. I had guys, the last 2 calls I made, both people answered, and they both basically thanked me. I'm glad you called, followed up, because guess what? If you're a professional, you call and you follow up. Professionals follow up. They call. When someone has interest, they get back to them. I'm not always perfect. I don't always do it. I make mistakes. Sometimes I don't want to do it. Sometimes I'm in a bad mood. Sometimes I push people away. But most of the time, 95% of the time, I'm going to pick up that phone. I'm going to text. I'm going to call. I'm going to set an appointment. What I do to grow my PLS business is I walk people through over the phone. I walk them through their account. I get them set up and plugged away. And I use the switch admin feature, and I have them allow me to use their account and build the funnel, and I teach them how to use it, how to use the tools and all that stuff. So step 1, you got to train every day. Train, read, fill your mind. Step 2, you got to market, right? Step 3, you got to pick up the phone. You got to sell. And then I guess the last step I didn't go over yet. This would be the 4th step, right? The 4th step would be on Twitter. You got to be following new people in your niche every single day. You got to be targeting people that are your best buyers every single day. So I look for network marketers. I target Gary Vaynerchuk's account. I look at Grant Cardone, sales trainers, business people, and I go and I follow people that are already liking this kind of stuff, that are already in business, that are already in marketing and sales. And I go and I add people every day. So you got to add people on Twitter. You got to follow people to add people. All right, and then build dialogue, message them back. Do the same thing with Facebook. Add people, right? Friend them. With WebTalk, if you're a paid member, you can add unlimited amount of people. Go up here, type in network marketing, type in affiliate marketing, type in sales. You'll see I've already added so many of these people here. I'm adding all these people, right? You got to manually add people to your network. You got to be growing your network and your audience every single day. If you follow these 4 basic steps, you know, doing videos, picking up the phone, marketing, adding people to your network, doing a little training, 4 or 5 steps, whatever, you're going to get amazing results. My income's going up. My team is growing. I got a bunch of happy, satisfied customers. You're going to have the same thing. You just got to go for it. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget, click the link below if you haven't already signed up. If you want to work with me in Power Lead System, you can create a 7-day free account at the link underneath this video. I will see you next time. Take care.